Dale like si esta cacería te gustó. Únete al clan suscribiéndote para más contenido del Depredador.
So the hunter returned to the hunt. This was a different jungle from that which it had left behind, and the natives had forged new weapons from the hunting gear it had foolishly dropped 100 years ago. I imagine how it must have burned at the devil, having survived a century of whatever hellish exile its kind used as punishment, to be sent back here with only the tools of an unblooded youngster, to have to prove itself all over again. Even the fiercest hunter needs a camp to come back to. The Devil's clan brothers must have had their own ship, still hidden somewhere in our city, and would doubtless have left tracks for one of their kind to follow to their home, if ever they got lost in this concrete jungle. The trail led here to an abandoned church where the dead men lost themselves in drugs and noise. Little did they know that their choice of sanctuary would be their undoing. One by one, they fell before it. The human refuse of Neonopolis were so far beneath its contempt, it must have been like hunting fleas. But the predator had a plan, a grand design to complete. After it delved into the abandoned subway under the church and found the spaceship of its fallen clan brothers, our devil could of course simply have chosen to flee from Earth. I doubt if the thought ever crossed its mind. This hunter was on a mission to restore its honor, and would do so, or die in the attempt.
What does it want from me?
Imagine deer picked up rifles and turned them on their hunters. That's what's happening here. The Prometheus tech we've been supplying is derived from weapons these creatures left here 100 years ago. We've stolen the secret of fire from the gods.
If it wants Prometheus tech, it can bid for it like the Utani Corporation, Wayland Industries, or anybody else. Daddy, we can sell Mother and Prometheus for billions of dollars. You have to let me close a deal here before things get any worse. We could walk away from this shithole forever.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Mother is so much more than you know. You're a clever girl, Lucretia. All of this will be yours when I'm gone. But right now, your job is to get the gangs back in gear and the merchandise moving again. Leave the rest of this to Mother and to me.
It's turf and blood. That's the law of the jungle. Behind all your fancy hotels and your diamond parlors, turf and blood, O'Brien. That's why they all want a piece of Bruno Borgia. In this jungle, I'm the ultimate fucking predator. The king of the beasts.
I couldn't have put it better myself, Bruno.
Now I've got the devil from hell breathing down my neck. I would say that for the night. So this side. You know you can count on me, big fella.
Yeah, so long as I keep supplying the whores and the liquor, right, O'Brien? Well, here's where you earn all the privileges. I want every gangster in this town and all their bosses bleeding in the gutters when the dawn comes up, you understand? I want to walk out of there carrying my newborn son in my arms like he's a prince. I want to see the sticks running red with the blood of my enemies. You got that, Mr. Police Chief? And no playing fair with the mix.
Me and Broken Face Midnight Boys have what you might call religious differences going back a long time. Sure, it's only to be settling old scores. That's got no idea.
Good. I want fire and brimstone. And devils. I'm a religious man too, see?
Fire and brimstone. No problem. I don't know that I can guarantee any devils, mine, but...
There'll be devils, don't you worry about that. Me and the boys will look after Isabella from now on. You go set New Way on fire for me.
Boss of this city, you ugly son of a bitch!
You think that makes you the boss now? Closer and closer to the center of the spider's web. The creature's moves are so predictable, it made you run so that it could follow your lead, directly into the heart of our territory. It made you run, and you did what everyone does when they're in trouble, Lucretia. You ran to Mother. see. I suppose you think you've got me just where you want me now, but say hello to my little friends. Have fun together. Mighty Bruno Borgia fathered a stunted weakling who should have died in his mother's arms. But you made him strong. You made all of this, and me. You are the father of Neonopolis, as I am its mother. Can't you see why I brought you here like a flower brings a bee? We only had that one night, but I never did get over you.
I promised you a night to remember, baby. Didn't I promise? There's only room for one monster in this town. The ugly son of a bitch.
You always said you'd try to protect me. Well, now's your chance.
esta cacería te gustó, únete al clan suscribiéndote para más contenido del Depredador.